Hi guys, so today I did a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. This is a smoky and sparkly look, and I was thinking it would be perfect for New Year's Eve. And I did create this look using mostly shadows from the Urban Decay Vice palette, which I have been absolutely loving. It kind of got a little dirty in the process, but I really love this palette a lot. I think that it has such a great assortment of colors. You have a lot of like neutral colors and everyday type shades, and then there's some brights too and some darker like smokier colors. I'm obsessed with the black. This is one of the most beautiful black eyeshadows I've ever seen. It just looks like velvet. It's so gorgeous. So I've really been enjoying this palette a lot, and I wanted to use it today. And I'm also going to show you a little trick on how to apply your glitter using a product that you probably already have on hand, and get it to stay on there all night so it doesn't end up all over your face throughout the night. So keep watching if you'd like to see how I got this look. Okay, so first things first, you definitely want to prime those eyes because that way your makeup will be lasting you long past midnight. So I'm going to use the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base and just patting that in with my finger. Don't put away your primer yet because this will be coming back into play later on in the tutorial. Hint, hint. So now you want to reach for a black cream eyeshadow base so you get that intensity on the lid. I'm using the black cream eyeshadow from this Revlon cream eyeshadow palette, and this is called Midnight Express. It's from the Shanghai collection. I'm just tapping my P82 right into the pan, and I'm going to tap that onto my lid in kind of a half moon shape. And you want to be patient with this because if you just try blending it really quickly, you're going to lift the product back off and get an uneven application. Just kind of focus it more in the outer 2/3. Okay, so once you have that down, go ahead and pick up an eyeshadow that is similar to your skin tone, so that's going to be different for everyone. I'm going to be using, for the majority of this look, I'm going to be using the Vice palette. This is Anonymous, and I'm using that for this set. All we're doing here is just applying it right above that black cream base. That way, when we go to apply darker colors on top, it's just going to help it blend out if you already have kind of an invisible powder eyeshadow down. I'm going to be using this Anastasia Brow Duality pencil, and this side is Sand Shimmer. So I'm going to use this shimmery side. Pop it right into the arch of the brow and just tap it out with my finger. So going back to the Vice palette, I'm going to be using this color right here called Desperation. This is the most gorgeous gray, and what I'm doing is tapping it right over that black base so it evens out the color and intensifies it. The biggest thing here, when I'm using an E55 shader brush from Sigma, the biggest thing here is you just want to make sure it's down at your lash line so that you don't have any gaps and it's nice and intense there. Okay, now using an E35 from Sigma in this color right here called Nevermind from the Vice palette. It is a really pretty metallic taupe. This one is going to serve as our bridge color from the darker black and gray shades on the lid to this brow area. So I'm just placing that right into the crease. Then I'm just going to hit that with an E40 blending brush just to soften everything. So now I'm going to be using this black in the palette, which is absolutely gorgeous. It just looks like velvet. It's kind of a shimmery finish, and it's my favorite brush to apply black eyeshadow, this E47 shader crease brush from Sigma. What you can do is just start dabbing it in the outer third in this brush. That's why I love this brush for darker colors, because it blends as you apply, making it so much easier. Just a little bit up into that outer V. Okay, so for our inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using a combination of the first color we used, Anonymous, which is like a matte creamy shade, and this color right here, Echo Beach, which is a lighter shimmery taupe. First, I'm going to use the matte lighter shade called Anonymous on my E70 angled shader brush in the inner corner. This one is Echo Beach now, and this one is like a nude mix between a nude color and kind of a taupe. By the way, if you hear a loud scraping noise, it's probably my boyfriend shoveling snow off of our sidewalk, so hey, I'm not gonna tell him to stop. The lower lash line, I'm gonna reach for this Smudge E21 brush from the Performance Eyes kit from Sigma in just that taupe shade we used before, Nevermind. And I am applying this all the way in for more drama on that lower lash line right there. And you want to dip that same brush, E21, back into the black again, and just use that to press it into the lash line in the outer corner. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Carbon Black Extra Intense liquid pencil eyeliner and apply it very carefully into my upper waterline to start. Then I'm going to line my lower waterline and even kind of just mush it into the lashes in the upper lash line. You can go over it with the blending brush one more time if you want. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Power Volume 24 Hour Black Smoke Mascara, which is perfect for New Year's Eve because it's a 24-hour mascara, so it's going to last forever. And it has this really cool matte black finish that will give you kind of a, it's supposed to give you a smoky lash effect. So can I just take a moment, check out this mascara, like isn't it crazy? So you could totally leave your lashes like this, or you can go for some false lashes. I say go for the false lashes. And I'm going to be using these Chroma lashes. These are the Kardashian brand false lashes. These ones are the Glimmer set and they just look like that, very long and wispy, very pretty. Keep your eye open and get the middle on first and try to wedge. This is your chance to really wedge that down into your lash line. And then I just kind of let it sit and pray that it stays. And I take the edges and kind of start to get them down. The inner corner is really easy. You can just kind of tap it. Okay, now for our glitter. Here's a little trick you can use. If you have another product, like an adhesive type product, glitter glue or something like that, by all means go ahead and use it. I know a lot of people may not have that on hand, but most people will have an eye primer. So I'm going to go back to the eye primer I used at the beginning, and again, the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. The trick is you want to pick one that is clear because we're going to be applying it over top of our eyeshadows. Just dab it on right on top of the center of your lid, right over top of that gray shadow. That is actually going to help your glitter to stick. It's not going to mess up the shadows underneath. To apply my glitter, I'm going to use this flat shader brush from, this one came with the Urban Decay Naked palette. And then I'm going to be using this gold glitter powder by NYX, and I just poured a little bit in the cap. And make sure you tap it off so you don't have tons of excess. And then all you're going to do is just tap it on right on top of the primer. First tap in the center of your lid, then you can kind of move it around a little bit so that it kind of fades out into nothing around the outer edges. One last glitter trick, some Scotch tape. If you have any fallout, just take some Scotch tape, make a little donut like that, and dab it on the back of your hand so it loses some of its stickiness, so it doesn't take off all of your makeup or foundation if you've already applied it. And then if you have any glitter fallout, just tap right over it and it'll pick it right up. Very, very easy. Don't mind if you see random debris on my vanity. It's like really messy right now. I have everything from basketball wives earrings to hipster glasses back here. Don't ask me how that happened. So for my foundation, I used my Revlon Color Stay Whipped foundation in Natural Beige. This is my baby. I love this stuff, especially for a night like New Year's Eve, because if you are, you know, going out, you really want your eyes to be the standout feature if you're going for a look like this anyway. So I really wanted the rest of my skin to be flawless, and this stuff lasts all night and it looks just as pretty at the end of the night as it did when you first applied it. I'm going to clean up underneath my eyes really quickly with my Revlon Age Defying Concealer in Light. This is my wintertime shade. And I'm just going to dot a little bit right underneath my eyes and then use my Real Techniques foundation brush to blend it out. This is a foundation brush, but I really like to use it for concealer. I think it's perfect. And this is going to really just make your lower lash line pop and also clean up any fallout or anything like that you might have going on. And I'm just going to really quickly go over it with my Bare Minerals Well Rested. I'm just going to use the brush that I always use to apply this, so I'm not going to dip back into it, just use whatever's left on that E40 blending brush and just set that concealer. Then I'm going to contour a little bit with my Tarte's Mineral Bronzer in Hotel Heiress, which just looks like this, and this is a really deep color, but I think it's nice to contour with. Pop that into the hollows of my cheeks like that. The trick to that is I don't like to bring it past the outer corner of my eye, so I like to kind of stop right here to keep it from looking too much. Now I'm using this Duo Fiber F50 to apply this blush by NARS. This is called Luster, and this is a gorgeous corally peachy color. It almost has some coppery undertones too, but it's not like a really heavy shimmer. It's just really, really pretty. If you have a darker skin tone, like if you have a caramely skin tone, this would look absolutely stunning on you. Applying that right into the apples of the cheeks. I'm kind of using that blush to blend out my contour area a little bit. Okay, and then for my lips, I'm going to be using this Rimmel lipstick in Airy Fairy. This is a really pretty peachy pink type of color, and I decided to go with my Bonnie Bell Lip Lights Lip Gloss in Strawberry Parfait. This color is gorgeous. It's a very inexpensive gloss. It is amazing. It makes any lipstick just look glamorous. Okay, so that is it for the makeup. And really quickly, I'm going to show you guys what I'm wearing just because I feel like I might get some questions about this top. It is a faux leather peplum top from Romwe, or Romwe. I'm not exactly sure how to say that, but it just has like piping down the center, and then it has like this peplum theme going on. Just for today, I paired it with some black leggings from Target. They're my favorite brand of leggings, and I think it would look really cute with a belt too if you wanted to do it that way. And then I have to show you these earrings because I'm like in love with these little babies. These are from the Forever 21 website, and they're just like these. It's almost like a cross between a cross and spikes in a really chunky rhinestone, so I'm in love with these. Okay, so after I just looked into the camera really closely to show you my earrings, I realized that I had more glitter on this eye than I did on this one. So that's no big deal. It's a really quick fix. All you do, and this is what I did, just took a little bit more primer, dabbed it right on top of the existing glitter, and then tapped some more of the NYX gold glitter just right on top, layered it right over, which is why the stuff is so easy to use. Thank you guys so much for checking out this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve, a really, really fun New Year's Eve. Not too much fun though, if you know what I'm saying. We'll be seeing you again before the new year with my 2012 beauty favorites, my favorite products of the entire year, so you can look out for that. That will probably be going up on New Year's Eve. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.